Hey, my name is Dr. Dale Okorodudu. I'm a pulmonary and critical care physician. I'm also the author of this book, Jamal's Journal, Book One, Basketball Tryouts. Just want to take a really quick minute to talk to the educators, the teachers, the librarians, even the parents to share why I believe this book will be a great fit for your classroom or for your household. So first of all, why did I write this book? I've got three kids of my own. I've got a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old. You can see the pictures in the background. These are old photos of them, but that's their current ages, 9, 12, and 14. And my children do not like reading. They just don't enjoy reading at all, which is crazy because I'm a physician. My wife is a physician. We both like books. My wife loves books. So one day what happened was we went to Barnes and Nobles. My wife, for her birthday, other people want to go out to eat and do things. My wife always wants to go to a bookstore. So we went to Barnes and Nobles. And I'm walking around Barnes and Nobles, and I've written a lot of books. This is my 14th book. You can see some of the books I've written there. And I'm walking around Barnes and Nobles, and I'm thinking, man, my kids don't like reading. That's really strange. I'm looking at all the books in there. I'm like, you know what? I've written books. I can write a book that my kids are going to want to read. I can write a book that my kids are going to look at. They're going to say, man, that's relatable. I understand what the characters are going through, and that they'll enjoy reading. So that's what I did. I wrote Jamal's Journal, Book One, Basketball Trials. And I say Book One because it's intended to be Book One out of a series that ultimately I'm looking to get to 20 books total. I put the book out for my kids, just my kids to read. I wrote it and I said, here, you guys take a look at it. Actually, they gave me feedback with each chapter. With each chapter I wrote, they would read and give me feedback, and they were just loving it. And that got me really, really excited and helped me kind of craft the book so it makes sense from a child's perspective. And after I finished the book, I did a little early release for their friends. And I tell you, the feedback I received was absolutely amazing. It was mind blowing. It's like I said, I've written a lot of books, but I've never got feedback like this from any of my other books. I'm telling you, parents would tell me that their kids were reading the book in one night, in 2 nights. Even the kids that didn't like reading, they're like, my kid hates reading, but she read the book or he read the book in a week, right? And that really got me excited because the whole goal was how can I get some of these kids to enjoy reading? And the feedback I was getting was just, it blew my mind. And I'll show you what it looks like on the inside a little bit. So you can see there's some photos in here. So it's enjoyable from a visual perspective for the kids, some funny photos. It gets them going. But what's really cool about it is even though, like you say, oh, it's photos and it's written in a way that the kids can just kind of get through it and enjoy it, it's an easy read. It is an easy read. But I do tons of mentorship and I have programs and stuff. We do things across the country. And what's really important to me is the social and emotional development of the next generation. So I write this book in a way where the kids can look at the book and say, you know what? I understand what Jamal's going through in this situation. What would I do? Right? Or why did he do that? Is that what I would have done? I write in a way where the kids can actually reflect and think about what would they be doing in those situations. So to give you an idea of what the book is about. So obviously you've got a kid, Jamal, he's 12 years old, and he sees a sign for basketball tryouts. And he's not athletic. He's not a sports kid. His brother's a sports superstar, right? So there's a little bit of legacy in his family already. And Jamal has to decide, am I going to try out for basketball? I don't want to ruin the book for you, but after he has to make that decision, then he's got to decide how am I going to go about it, right? And a lot of high stakes social drama things happen along the book that kids can really relate to because it's the world that they live in, and that's why the kids are just zooming through the book when they get their hands on it, right? Something else that's really really cool, and I'm really really excited to do this for you, for the kids. First of all, for you is I'll have a teacher educator study guide for it, right? So I'll have a guide for you. So as your kids are reading the book, you have a guide. It's going to have some questions, some things that you could use to kind of work through the book with your kids. And I'll tell you, we did a little reading for my daughter's school. The teachers loved it. The teachers already got copies for the library. One of the teachers already took the book and started breaking it down. She's actually using it to teach the students sentence structure and things like that sort. They're using this book to learn in their class, and the books just got released, at the time of this recording at least. So that's really cool. So I'm going to have that for you all, like study guides, teacher guides, ways to help you all better facilitate using this. The other thing that's really, really cool, and I'm super excited to do this, is it's not just a book. We built a platform, an online platform. It's got a lot of fun activities. It's got character quizzes so they can see which character they most like and why. It's got puzzles. It's got trivia. Trivia is just really comprehension questions for the kids, right? So we've got all that stuff, great stuff for the kids. But on top of that, we're going to actually have a virtual book club meeting, right? And in this virtual book club meeting, I'll be there kind of guiding and leading the discussion for the kids. The kids are welcome. Of course, you are so welcome to join as well. We can break them up into small groups and have people kind of mentoring in those groups. But we're going to work through some stuff. We're going to help the kids actually go through the book and really think, hey, what was Jamal going through? Again, why did he do that? Is that what you would have done, right? What are some emotions he might have been feeling, right? What are some leadership tools, tactics he could have used? We're going to go through all those things because it's important to me that we develop the next generation of leaders, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm super, super excited. So I made this video to send a personal message to you. I wanted to send the email, of course. But sometimes it's just easier if I can just kind of say what I'm thinking from my heart rather than writing the big, long email to you guys. So what I'm asking and what I'm hoping for is you'll give Jamal's Journal the opportunity to make it into your classroom. So it's available on Amazon. You can grab a copy, take a look at it first if you want to. But I can already tell you that I already know some schools that are trying to get this into your schools right now. Opportunity to get into your classroom for your kids, get into your library for your kids. If you want me to come do a virtual meeting, just shoot me a message. Happy to jump in and chat with the kids and kind of go through the book with them as well. So just super excited about book 1 in the Jamal Journal series. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. Hopefully we'll get this book into your classroom. Hopefully your kids will get the opportunity to read it and to join the larger kind of movement that's going to be built behind it, and just have the opportunity for that really social, emotional leadership development is going to come alongside this book. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, send me a message. Books on Amazon. Thank you again.